All right, in today's video, I'm gonna go over the marketing strategies guaranteed to grow any business. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Tannich. I built a 7-figure marketing agency and now I'm buying businesses and scaling them with those marketing strategies. I'm also giving those marketing strategies away for free here on my YouTube channel and through my weekly newsletter called The Midweek Marketer. If you'd like to sign up for that, click the link in the description below. Now, marketing can scale and grow any business. It's just a matter of picking the right strategy that works best for your business. I'm also in this video not going to just be giving you super generic stuff like, hey, just do organic social media or run a TikTok account or something like that. I'm going to give you some exact specific strategies that are guaranteed to grow your business. Now, before I dive into those exact strategies, you need to understand a couple different things. The first thing is that every single business is different. There's going to be different marketing strategies that work better for different businesses, right? So if you own a lawn care company, that marketing strategy is going to be completely different than an e-commerce brand. It's different target market, different way of delivering your marketing. It's going to be vastly different. But the way you determine your marketing strategy is through two things: understanding your target market and understanding the customer journey that they go on to find your product or service. And if you don't know who your target market is, I have a free guide that helps you list out exactly who your target market is. It's in the link in the description below. But this free guide breaks down, where your target market lives, their age range, their income bracket, what they're interested in, the things they like to watch, the movies they like to watch. Do they hang out mainly on Netflix? Do they hang out mainly on Facebook or LinkedIn? It helps you break down those type things because you need to build out that target person, that target market persona, and figure out the things they're interested in, the things they do, those type things. And then, like I said, you need to understand the customer journey. There's a couple different phases that people go through to find a product or service. The first one is awareness. The second journey that they go through is consideration. So they start considering your product or service. And the final one is purchase. Typically, your target market's gonna go through these steps to find your product or service and eventually purchase from you. So I'll give you an example. If I'm looking for a local lawn care company, what I'm going to do is probably see a Facebook ad from them on my Facebook page. I'm then going to go to Google search and look up local lawn care companies. I'll probably see some ads on there. I'll probably see some SEO on there. I'll probably see Google My Business. And then I'm going to click on a couple of them. So I start considering them. I go to their website, figure out if their website actually looks good, if it's easy to get in contact with them, what their process is, those type things. I'll call them, consider it a little bit more, and then eventually pick one to purchase. So that's a customer journey for a service-based company. But based on the company that you run, there's going to be different customer journeys. So you need to understand your target market and then understand your customer journey, and that will help figure out the best marketing strategies. But since this video is about marketing strategies that are guaranteed to work for any business, I'm going to give you specific ones that work across the board for any business. And that first marketing strategy is Facebook groups. Facebook groups. Okay, Facebook groups are fantastic for any business. Reason is that no matter what business you run, there is a Facebook group out there that is specifically about the interest of your product or service. You sell products to mechanics, there's hundreds of mechanic groups on there. You're a local business and you sell your product or service locally, there's plenty of local Facebook groups that you can interact in, pay to post in. There's plenty of Facebook groups out there based off of the product or service that you're selling. Now, obviously, when you get into the nitty-gritty of it, there are different strategies that you can utilize in the Facebook groups. However, at the end of the day, Facebook groups are a fantastic way to get your product or your service out there and market to your target market. And it is pretty much a marketing strategy that's guaranteed to work for any business. To give you a couple examples of what you can do in there is you can do a paid post, so you can reach out to the moderator that runs that Facebook group and pay them to do a post on there. You could also interact in that group. And when you interact in that group, you can sell your product or service to them. Another way is you can ask loaded questions. So I really like doing this. You act like you're part of the group and you're just interacting with it and you're asking a specific question and then boom, you can throw in your product or service. So doing these type marketing strategies can pretty much guarantee that you can market your business no matter what product or service that you sell. You have to watch though, because in Facebook groups, there are rules in a lot of these groups that you can't self-promote. So you can't just create a post being like, hey, everyone, check out my product or service, which is fine. If you do a paid post, interact and promote your stuff or ask questions, that's a great way to get out there. Another way to do it too is DMing people on there. You have to be careful with this because a lot of times you're going to DM people, it goes into their message request, and people get a lot of this from other people in the group. So instead of just DMing them directly on Facebook, I like to go and find their email address or their phone number and give them a call or send them an email saying, hey, I'm a part of this group that you are. I figured I'd reach out, blah, blah, blah. Point is it makes you stand out from everyone else and it doesn't get lost in the message request on Facebook. So those 4 things with Facebook groups are pretty much guaranteed marketing strategy to help grow your business. Okay, the next one is Reddit posts. This is a SEO hack right now that is working incredibly. I wrote one of my midweek marketer newsletters about this. If you'd like to sign up for that, click the link in the description below. And I broke down the exact strategy for this. And I've had multiple people reach out to me saying that they've utilized this strategy and gotten on the first page of Google within 24 hours. And their products and services getting seen by hundreds of people. The reason this is happening is because so many marketers have outplayed the SEO blog post route and created and tweaked their blog posts to rank for certain keywords. And so Google's taking that away more and focusing more on pushing Reddit posts. Now, here's where it gets really exciting for you when you're trying to market your business, and this is guaranteed to work. You have to figure out a keyword that is related to your business. So let's say you're a photographer in Nashville and you say best photographer in Nashville and you type that into Google. What you want to do is you want to go to Reddit and find like a local Nashville subreddit group and put in there, hey, who is the best wedding photographer in Nashville? Keep in mind, that's your keyword that you're trying to rank for. Put a description in there saying, hey, I'm looking for the best wedding photographer in Nashville for my wedding in August, blah, blah, blah. And just post that up. Don't mention anything about your business. Then you'll want to log in to Reddit as your business and leave a comment underneath. And then within like 24, 48 hours, go back to your post and hit edit, semicolon. Thanks everyone, I went with your business name. The reason this works really well is Google's going to see that keyword. So best wedding photographer in Nashville. When someone types that into Google, your Reddit post is going to show up. People are going to read the Reddit post. It's going to say, wow, they went with that wedding photographer. I'm going to go with them. And the post looks super organic. It looks like it was natively there, but really what you were doing was you were hacking the system and getting your business to show up first. I've done this with my newsletter, which is nationwide and worldwide. I've done this with local businesses. So no matter what business you are, figure out the keyword you want to go for, find a subreddit that works really well for your target market, and then post on there, post your question, come back, put your business later in about 24, 48 hours, and you'll start ranking across Google with that specific post. So that's a really strong marketing strategy that's guaranteed to work for any business. All right, the next marketing strategy is ad campaigns. I know I said I wasn't going to go broad and give you guys broad advice, but I have to throw this one in here because if you have any money at all, even if it's $5 a day, you need to be running ad campaigns. Obviously, you want to figure out your customer journey because if you're going to be running ad campaigns for an e-commerce brand, Facebook ads are really good for that. If you're going to be running ad campaigns for a local service business, like a lawn care company, Google ads are really good for that. So figure out your customer journey. You have to figure out where they're going to be going to find your product or service, if they're going to find your product or service, or if they need to be shown the product or service and how good it is. Figure that out, and then you could determine that and then run ad campaigns on those specific platforms. The main platforms I would focus on are Facebook and Instagram ads and Google ads. And like I said, if you're running an e-commerce brand or a brand where people need to be like shown your product or service and they aren't really looking for it, Facebook and Instagram is great for that. If you're running a business where people are looking up your product or service, put that on Google because they're going to be searching for it. So run Google ads with that. All right, the fourth one is cold outreach. Cold outreach. I know this one is more of a sales tactic, but I'm going to be putting it under marketing strategies because it works so well. What I like about this is it's sweat equity. So if you're just starting out or you're trying to figure out the marketing strategies that work best for you, sending DMs to people, cold calling people, emailing people, getting out there and finding your target market and getting in front of them with a cold outreach is a fantastic way to get in front of someone. Now, the approach obviously changes depending on the product or service that you have, but the point is that you want to stand out to them when you do your cold outreach. So let's say you're an e-commerce brand. Obviously, if you're selling like a $20 little trinket thing, you're not going to be able to reach out to every single person to buy your $20 trinket thing. What you want to do in that situation is you want to reach out to small influencers that have some sort of following that will post about your product, and then they get a percentage for every single person that clicks on their link and purchases. That way, instead of doing a cold outreach to every single individual to purchase your $20 product, you're cold outreaching to one influencer that has a bunch of people underneath them that can access all those people underneath them. And that could be a social media profile. That could be someone with a big email list. That could be someone with a big Facebook group, anything like that. Reaching out, cold outreaching to that influencer is great for an e-commerce brand. If you're a service type business, so let's say you're doing marketing services or local services or something like that, you could cold outreach other business owners. So you reach out to them saying, hey, I'd love to have a conversation with you about mowing your commercial lawns. Or hey, I'd like to have a conversation with you about redoing your website. I find though with cold outreach, the best way to do it to get really good guaranteed marketing results is to send a video. So take your phone, talk to the phone, explain to them who you are, what product and service you offer, why you think it would benefit them, and send them that video. That way it shows your face, shows your facial reactions, shows that you're an actual person, not some spammer. And it gets a higher interaction rate than just sending an email or doing a cold call. Okay, the last one is referrals. Referrals. If you're working with lower price point people, calling it referrals is perfect. If you're working with higher end individuals like business owners, call it an introduction. Reason being is that the lower net worth people want to make that little bit of extra money and they'll give you out referrals. The higher net worth people don't care about the money. What they care about is their network. So ask for an introduction and don't offer money to them. But the point is that if you already have your product or service made and you already have customers or clients, building out some kind of referral program or an introduction program is a really good way to scale your business. This kind of goes back to cold outreach, but instead of reaching out to cold people, you're reaching out to your client base that has a following or they know people. And if they do have a social media presence or an email list, asking for a referral with some kind of commission is great. If you work with business owners, like I said, asking for an introduction is the way to go about that process. All right, so those are the 5 guaranteed marketing strategies to work for any business. Like I said at the beginning, literally you can use any of these no matter what business you are, and these marketing strategies will get you results. They've gotten results for me. They've gotten results for a lot of my clients. It's just a matter of putting in the time and the effort to make it happen. Again, if you'd like to sign up for my weekly newsletter called the Midweek Marketer, I give out the exact marketing strategies that I'm using to scale my businesses and my clients' businesses. Click the link in the description below. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. If you want to watch my last one, click here. If not, I will see you in the next one.